Hey, this will be a video chart on ASFX, American Scientific Resources Incorporated. This has been a long time one that remains popular and had this huge move where it came back to life here, went up over 200%, and has now pulled back. So I've been still getting questions on it and want to get it updated quickly. Video is not going to be anything special, but I do want to note a few things that are going on with the chart. And as long as this happens or continues to happen, then the chart is going to remain in the bull's favor. Now, if you're a day trader and you bought up here or right here, then I would say you're probably in trouble for right now. But like I said, I know a lot of people are playing this from a daily chart perspective, so they care more about what's going on from an overall point of view. So with that being said, I'm going to start by pointing out a few very nice things that are going on. That being the nice rising 50-day, which has occurred now. You can see it was showing downtrend, but after this move up here, it has now begun to curl upwards. And we also have the uptrending 200-day, which continues. So right here is kind of our money shot right there. As long as this continues, as long as the 200-day and 50-day continue to increase, then the overall chart is going to remain healthy. Now, my only thing that I can really complain about in regards to these two moving averages is I would like to see the 50 get up above the 200-day. When that happens, that is the golden cross. But for the time being, having both of these sloping upwards is very good, and it's showing that the chart's in an uptrend now. But with the golden cross, that'll take the uptrend to a whole nother level. But for now, the chart is definitely making progress compared to how it was when it just kept falling here. It's looking like we finally reached the bottom, and now it's just a matter of seeing where the new bottom is going to be. Which brings me to the next point. Where do we want the next bottom? Well, ideally, we don't want to see it go below the 200-day simple moving average. Now, if it does, not the end of the world. There's still hope because we have the 50-day below us. But if I had to really choose, I'd want to see the 200-day hold. But if the price were to come down here and let's say bounce around and then head back up off the 50-day, that would still allow us to be able to do something like this, where we could say we have low 1 here, low 2 up here, and then we could draw the uptrend line. And that's the name of the game. As long as we're able to draw uptrend lines, that means things are drifting in the direction that we want it to. So right now, yes, we're getting a pullback, but the question really is, how deep of a pullback is this going to be, and where is the bottom? Is it going to be right here, or is it going to be a little bit further? And as long as the bottom is higher than these levels, then fine. But technically, as long as the bottom is higher than down here, that would be fine. So the chart could drop down here and let's say put it on the bottom here before heading up, and then you would still have a higher low. Now, I know nobody would want it to be that low, but technically you could still draw an uptrend line and be okay. But for the chart to look the most attractive and retain the most strength, ideally we don't want to see it drop below either of these moving averages. If the 200-day does fall, then we want to see the 50-day hold strong there. In terms of resistances, right now I'm not going to really go too far into that because I think the main concern on the chart is going to be what sort of pullback this is. But we do have our two shorter-term moving averages above us, so that's going to be the near-term area of support. Now, the other thing and last aspect I want to point out is notice during this move up here, the volume was increasing during this whole pullback move here. Volume has dried up, and that's how you want to see volume act. During sideways and pullbacks, you want to see it low like it's been, and during upwards moves, you want to see it increasing. So I don't see any red flags from the volume perspective. Right now, we just got to make sure that, like I said, we go through a healthy consolidation here. If there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you will be sent a free ebook, which has been getting great reviews. And then with your newsletter, you'll get trade setups, or trade IDs, educational pieces, all sorts of things, from big boards up to penny stocks. So there's a great variety there, and it's all free, so it's worth at least signing up and giving it a try. We've been making some good money together on our selections. So I'd encourage you to head to bullwarriorstocks.com and subscribe to the free newsletter. One more time, this was ASFX. Thanks for listening. Hey, this will be a video chart on our good friend GOIP Global Incorporated. Been a while since I've done this, but want to get it updated here. As we've had our pullback, and now it's just a matter of kind of seeing if we can get a good healthy bounce in. It's been doing well so far. doing a bit of consolidation the past few days. But from where it was, down here or down here, hanging around up here is much better. Now it's just a matter of making sure we can maintain what we've put in and hopefully get this uptrend to keep going. And when I say uptrend, I mean very short-term uptrend, because the overall uptrend is up. We have this 50-day simple moving average clearly sloping upwards. We had the golden cross right here, which is just confirmation that we are in a strong uptrend. Now it's just a matter of making sure that this short-term uptrend we've started can continue to materialize. So that's going to be pretty much the main focus of this video. It's just kind of going over supports and resistances and how we want to see the price react in the short term. So in terms of supports, the one that I'm watching the most is this level right here. And I'll explain why in a second. Let me get it changed to green for support. But if you look back through the history of the chart, you can see that at this point it was resistance, here acted as support, here acted as support again. And now that we're up above it, I would like to see the price maintain this level and not drop below it. Now if it does, is it time to freak out? Not quite, but that depends on where the 50-day moving average currently is at that time. Because remember, as time increases, as each day goes by, the 50-day is going to continue to creep up and up. So let's just say for tomorrow, let's say this level were to fall. As long as the 50-day can hold, then the chart's going to remain bullish and relatively attractive. You can see right here, there's people sitting right down at the 50-day trying to get shares, and sure enough, the lucky ones got shares there and have made a nice little entry right there, because this is a key area of support. So it's one of those areas where you want to see it continue to hold strong, especially from the daily chart perspective. The longer this holds, the stronger and stronger the daily chart will become. But for now, obviously we're quite a bit of ways above that. The shorter term support level that hopefully it can continue to hold is just simply this level right here, where we actually bounced off it today. We had a little gap up there a few days ago, and this has been the level that's been holding. I'm going to make this line a little skinnier just because it's not what I'd call a must hold. But it is important. It is a support level, but at the same time, it's not like the chart all of a sudden falls apart if you do get any closes below this level here. Now, in terms of resistance levels, we actually got a thick one right now that we're doing battle with, and that's simply where the price has bumped its head 3 out of the past 4 days, being 0.01. So this level is a key resistance, and what I'm going to actually do is make it a thicker level, because this level has proven to be very kind of a pain in the neck. The good news with pain in the neck type levels like this is when they do fall, the price can really get moving and moving quick. So if 0.01 does fall and break, really the next area of resistance isn't going to be until up right around this area here. This is kind of an estimation. I'm just taking it, looking at where all these highs are. You can see all sorts of different highs, so I'm kind of just trying to throw it right in the middle there. This isn't until way up here at 0.013. So percentage-wise, that would be a nice little move there. I'm not going to get any further ahead of that. I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. We'll just see how it continues. But for the time being, the overall trend remains up. But in the short term, it's hopefully we can keep this trend going. And best case would be this level holds. If not, we really would want to see this one. But the absolute must hold, no questions asked, is going to be this purple line here, which is the 50-day simple moving average. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, which has been getting good reviews. And with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setup, straight ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody, and it's all free, so it's worth at least signing up and giving it a try. We've been making some good money together, so I'd encourage you to sign up and see what it's all about. One more time, this was GOIG. Thanks for listening.